This is a tutorial on how to capture audio and video at the same time on a Windows machine. So here I'm working on Windows 10. I've got Pendulate hosted in Bitwig Studio. I've got a cool sound and a cool animation going on. Right now the sound is pretty low, so I can talk over it. But the first thing we'll want to do in Pendulate is make sure that we're set up to record a good animation. So we go to settings and we'll want to turn show controls off so we get just the animation. And we'll want to make sure that the rendering is set to OpenGL. As it says here, to turn OpenGL on or off, you must close and open the plugin window after toggling the button. So we can toggle that and close this, and then reopen the window. Sometimes it might glitch out and not redraw the animations. In that case, you can just go to settings and turn on the show controls again and turn it off, and you'll be good to go. So now that we have our animation looking cool, we'll want to record that plus the audio out from Bitwig. So there's a couple tools that I needed to download to really make this happen. You may be tempted to use the built-in Xbox game bar, which can record screen captures from games, but unfortunately it doesn't really work with DAWs and plugins because the plugin windows are floating and don't get captured in that application. So unfortunately we have to kind of go old school and download a bunch of stuff and use that to record it. So the first thing I used was vbaudio.com. It's vb-audio.com. and used their plugin to create a virtual audio cable that I can use to pipe the audio from Bitwig into the screen recording software. There's a lot of different screen recording software out there, free and paid. There's some really advanced stuff like Camtasia. There's also Flashback Express. There's a free version and a paid version. I found Bandicam to be pretty simple to use. Another free thing you can use is OBS Studio, which is also used for internet broadcasting. So once you download Bandicam and the VB Audio driver, the virtual audio cable, get those installed, and then you can be ready to go. Installation is really no different than any other installer. You can just run the installer and it does what it needs to do. You can confirm in the control panel for sound that the virtual audio cable is there. You'll see it listed with any other audio devices that you have. I'm currently just using built-in audio, which is maybe something you'd want to consider if you have like a sound card set up. It might be better to just use your built-in audio for this particular case. So now we see the cable input is a playback and recording device. So that's good. I don't have it set as the default because I want to be able to select that in my application. So we can go to Bandicam, and there's a few things we'll want to set up here. We'll want to make sure that we're going to record. You can record a selection on the screen or a particular recording area, a particular rectangle, or full screen. I'm just going to select display 1 so I make sure I get everything. The other thing we can do is want to make sure that we have a microphone. And in this case, it's not actually, it's a microphone. It's the cable output from virtual audio. And in Bitwig, we'll similarly need to make sure that the virtual audio cable is set up here. So instead of speakers and headphone, we'll use the cable input. And I'm using just I'm not using ASIO in this case. I'm using the sort of generic Windows driver again because everything seemed to just play nicer that way. So now that I've done that, I need to go ahead and start my audio again. And there we go. There's that little glitch. So I'll show the controls and close the audio again, close the window again. And there we go. We got our animations back. So now you've seen that issue, you can solve it yourself. So I'm gonna go ahead and hide the controls again. And now I'll go back to Bandicam. And image, we'll wanna make sure that our video is being captured with an H.264 codec or MP4. That is it makes it much easier to share things when you have an MP4 codec, even though it's maybe a little bit lower quality. go ahead and hit record. Unfortunately, I can't currently monitor my audio. I'm sure there's ways of making that happen, but I'm not too concerned about it. So now I'm recording, and I'll record a few seconds of this video. I'll want to go ahead and make sure that the Bandicam app is hidden, so it records the just the application that I'm working in. And now I'll go back to the app and stop. Now we can open the resulting video file, and here are digital audio mixed with the wonderful animations from Pendulate. I look forward to seeing what you create with Pendulate Generate and some awesome sound. If you have any questions, feel free to post them in the comments below, and of course hit the subscribe button to keep up with the latest Sensel videos.